Happy March 1st, Wednesday, hump day, Westwood Wednesday, Westwood Wisdom. Got motorcycles out, driving by, see that? Here we go. It's a beautiful day, March 1st in the Midwest. It'll be about 60 today. It feels like it's going to get a little bit warmer. The sun is, it's heating up. So I'm on my way right now. No dogs in the car, as you can see. No distractions, no falling dogs, no issues like that. But I am in the DigiByte 2. Going to get my tooth extracted. Great. I'm going to be true white trash, 250 pounds. Actually, I think it's 350 pounds. Whatever. When I get rich, I'm going to still act broke. It's a good tune. So anyway, I got my Litecoin watch on because it's Litecoin time. Let's talk a little bit about Litecoin. First, I want to talk about Russia. That's everything right now. And here's what I don't like. We've got, it's hard to put labels on things, but we've got the establishment party in Washington, District of Columbia, or corruption, as we might know it. But you've got the establishment party pushing this narrative, blowing up pipelines, sending billions to Ukraine to fight Russia. The Russian aggression. So you got that going on. Now you've got this other front where, you know, and then of course the Republicans are against it. Oh no, it's terrible. Well, they are and they're not. They've been kind of hedging a little bit. They don't like it because Biden's pushing the narrative, you know, so they're upset. And a lot of the neocon war hawks that are still in there, they, hey, they need more. Let's get it done. You know, bring in all the airplanes, tanks, everything. And now you've got China saying, you know, looking to support, at least in the mainstream news, looking to support Russia and supporting them. And so now, oh man, anybody who's on the sidelines in the Republican Party, yeah, China, baby, if China gets involved, that's a problem. We need to ban TikTok. We need to get involved. China. And so you're sucking in both sides of the aisle at this point to support war. Is all you're doing. It's like all these secret alliances in World War I. Well, I'm going to war with you because you're aligned with that guy and I don't like that guy. And so everybody like declares war on everybody. You know, everything's triggered. So that's what you're kind of leading up to right now in this, what is nothing more than a historical skirmish in Ukraine. They want to blow it up into a world war so that they can, I don't know, cover all their sins maybe and take the camera off of all the bad things that they do. And they do some bad things, all of them. So let's distract them and take them to war, baby, as Gerald Celente says. When all else fails, take them to war. That's exactly what I see unfolding right now. You see the whole China balloon thing, and that was like the first, look at China spying on us. As in TikTok, they're spying on us. They're bad, and they're aligning with Russia. So we need to fight them both. You know, if you're against one, you got to be against the other. And it's just, it's so blatant what they're trying to do and suck us into war. These vampires trying to make us give our energy to it. Then you've got Zelensky, the pretender, over there talking about how American sons and daughters will have to fight and die. And it's terrible, but they have to. They have to sacrifice like we do because of NATO. I'm like, dude, you're not even in NATO. So what's our alliance? And this whole thing's a fraud. Whole thing's a scam. It's a vampire casino, and they're just, hey, next game, come over to this table. That's all we're doing here. So let's not fall into this propaganda and all this BS. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, you know, well, it looks like it started in Wuhan, you know, and see, again, blame China. I'm not saying that that's it, but that's the narrative. We want to blame China. We want to make sure China is the bad guy, and they're aligning with Russia, so we definitely have to blame them, and, you know, you got an enemy. We got an enemy to go after now. You know, you got a two-front enemy. You know, they're both bad. Oh, we need to... I mean, it's just all propaganda. The whole thing is propaganda. They want to get us into war. You know, who knows who's on what side? Double agents, triple agents, you know, what side's what. Doesn't matter. thing is, you don't want to get involved in war. War is never pretty. War is never good. It is never good for America to be involved in a war. I mean, you look at the wars that we've gotten involved in. The American people don't want to be involved in these. Never have. You know, American people didn't want to get involved in World War II, World War I. I mean, any of this stuff. Korea, Vietnam. I'm going out of order. But we've got no desire to do any of this. The Gulf War, who wants to get involved in that crap? Who wants to go over there and get, okay, let's get some depleted uranium and breathe that in and see how well we do afterwards. I mean, see, they never put us in a good position. They always put the American people, the American soldiers, in a bad position. And you come out of it a lot worse if you come out at all than when you went in. They don't care about us. If they cared about America and the people in it, the borders would be defended. We'd be taking care of our own. But we all know that, I'm sure. Anybody that watches me rant every day, I think you all understand that. So, let's move on. Let's move on to Litecoin. Litecoin's looking pretty good. The overall market, it's a little, Bitcoin was up a little bit, but Litecoin, I just feel that move. I feel that move. It's coming. It's coming quick. And you're going to see it lift off. Say it right now. Once it goes to 100, you're never going to see two-digit Litecoin again. I know, I love it. Everybody says that. Good luck. You know, you're never going to get Litecoin under 100 every time it goes over 100. I think this time, though, because you're hearing it from Westwood, this time, once it goes over 100, it ain't coming back. I don't think ever. As I look at the long-term time frame, I mean, once we get to that halving move, which we're in that acceleration phase, buckle up. We're going to start taking off. And between now and June, it's going to be a fun ride. You're going to watch Litecoin fly, baby. And you may not see it once it breaks 100, probably this weekend, convincingly. If not, it'll be next Monday or something. In a few days, you're going to see Litecoin go over $100, and it ain't going to come back. And I know I'm not using ain't right, because it's a contraction for am not. You know, but who cares? It ain't coming back. It is what it is. Which makes me think, you know, in school they said, don't use the word ain't. Now it doesn't even matter. Use whatever you want. Say whatever you want. Slang, truncate words, eliminate words from the language, you know, IRL, you know, LMFAO, or whatever it's laughing. Yeah. I mean, all these acronyms, it's like, what does that mean? Sometimes I got to ask my daughter, I'm like, what does that mean? Because they're destroying language. But ain't actually is a legitimate word if you use it correctly. It's, I ain't getting my tooth pulled. Actually, I should say, I ain't getting a root canal, so I'm getting my tooth pulled. I am not getting a root canal. Contraction, I ain't getting a root canal. So, it is what it is. Use it properly, and it's not so bad. All right, back to the Litecoin thing. Getting distracted. You know, I shouldn't even be talking while I'm driving. You know, I talked about it yesterday, and somebody sent me some astrological stuff, and I kind of got into it and didn't read it all. I'll finish that off, because I'm wondering what is going on right now that's causing some funky waves to happen, because I feel it. I'm definitely feeling it. And so it's pretty important to be careful, I think, and watch what you're doing. Just like this semi behind me. I need to watch what I'm doing. I need to not get kind of crazy. I'm on a 4-lane road, actually. 2 lanes, I don't know, how do you say that? 2-lane road, 4-lane road? 2 lanes on both sides. Let's speed up a little bit. Oh, look at that DigiByte go. It's got plenty of power. But, calm down, Westwood. Act like Franny, the dog in the car, hopping around right now. But I think we've got good things coming for Litecoin. Shoot. And this is why you slow down. Because we've got an ossifer right there. And if I get a ticket today, that will just conclude. I'm going to shut up. Because if it looks like I'm talking on the phone and doing something, it's probably an excuse for distracted driving. The thing is, I don't even know what the speedometer is, speedometer. So that's part of my problem. He didn't pull out, so that's a good thing. I have no idea how fast I'm going. I really don't. So I was kind of keeping pace a little bit ahead of the semi. Well, I didn't realize he slowed way down. I tell you what, scams everywhere, man. Vampires everywhere trying to fleece you. That's all they're doing. When seconds count, the police are minutes away. When you're going to get a tooth extracted, they're waiting for you, man. Already getting vampired, and I'm going to get vampired again. Do you take Litecoin? I do have some Litecoin cards I can hand him. Hey, you're into crypto? Like my Litecoin watch? So yeah, give me that watch and I'll get you out of the ticket. Who knows? I'm just rambling. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. All I know is that this place is crawling with officers because there's another one. I'll tell you what. Might have to turn the camera off because, man, oh man, what is going on? It used to be the end of the month. Well, it's the first of the month. I don't know. All right. This is why I don't leave the house, okay? This is why I don't like going anywhere. Because then you have to interact with the system, with the vampire casino. They're crawling everywhere. They're looking to take what you've got. I know, I'm being a little melodramatic here. But it is true. I think about all the money, all the tax money, all this money that gets siphoned off. Income tax, sales tax. What he's doing, turning around. Okay, it says I'm going 54. Speedometer says 58. I don't know. I'm gonna get pulled over. So, as things fall apart, as we roll through this vampire system, pretty important to have some sound money, I think. Pretty important to find ways out of it and not participate and engage in it. But I was talking about taxes, and you think about who benefits from all these taxes. I mean, all they do is just take, and that's just, at every level, the government has so much. And, you know, Chicago just had an election. They knocked out Beetlejuice. She's not going to get reelected. And somebody else is going to be running. But I think of all the money that they extract, and I think of the state. You know, I think the state income tax in Illinois is about 5% or right under it. So you're getting ripped 5% right off the top for the state. Then your income tax for the national government. Then everything you make, you pay sales tax to gasoline right there. $3.32, $3.92 for premium for gasoline. And you look at how much of that is tax. And the government just benefits. Prices go up on gasoline. Oh, well, we'll just get more tax money because you're buying more. It's costing more. And so the rate goes up more, the percentage. Maybe it's a flat, cents per gallon. I don't know. It depends on the state, I suppose. But how do you make it? And I was talking to somebody who's going to retire this year. I was talking to him yesterday, and he's like, man, he's been wanting to retire for like 2 years. So he keeps working, though. Another cop. What the frick? All right, I'm just going to watch and see what pace this dude's going, and I'm going to kind of hang with him as somebody pulls out in front of me. I'm telling you, obstacles everywhere. Blocks everywhere. Look at this. Can't even get going fast enough. Take it off cruise control, baby. Hate leaving the house. I really do. I like going to town, which is like 7 miles away, and coming back. I do not like all this. And the traveling, and I don't know. I love going to the meetups. You're getting into Westwood's head right now because Westwood's on the road, rambling, talking about himself in third person, spilling his guts, his conscience, his deepest fears. I don't like messing with teeth. I have teeth dreams. They're not good. You ever have a dream where you're dreaming about teeth and they just shatter? You just and they just crack. It looks like bombed out World War II Germany. They just fall apart. So I'll have dreams like that. Don't like teeth. I don't mind the shots. I really don't. A lot of people, they go to the dentist and they hate the shots. Oh my God, I don't want to get a shot. I'm like, hit me up, man. Hit me with as much Novocaine as you can. I do not want to feel it. Do not want to feel it. Numb me and get that thing out as soon as possible. Sitting in that chair, just waiting, and then yanking on the tooth. You can feel it crunch and pull out. Man. But I got to get rid of it. I'm not having a root canal. Those things aren't good. So I got to lose the tooth. Will I have an implant later? Nope. Like I said, I'm going white trash, baby. It is what it is. And yeah, it's just the way it is. Don't care. I'm on my fourth. This might be the fourth tooth I've had pulled. Usually they're molars, but now, yeah, this one's more up front. So I'm gonna have to watch how I smile. I'm gonna have to do this. Not gonna be doing, you know, the whole big smile because ain't gonna look good. But whatever. It gives me a nice little spot where I can set the cigar. You know, it's like the groove there. Nice little cigar holder. So there's that going on. I got that going for me. I'll let you know how much it costs to get it extracted because they gave me a price range, but pretty sure it's going to be on the upper level. I mean, well, they're going to get in there and say, "Wow, that was easy. We'll charge you the minimum." Yeah, right. So we'll see. Oh, he needed extra Novocaine. You know, he's a weakling. He really had a lot of pain, so you know we had to shoot him up a lot more. Cost more money. Come on, Litecoin, let's pump. I got a lot of freedom boxes to check off, baby. Let's pump. This gas station doesn't even show the price. They're like, F it. Just come on in and we'll stick it to you. You need the gas. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You need it. So, yeah, anyway. Be prepared for the Litecoin pump. That's all I got to say. It's coming. There's no stopping it at this point. Hopefully we do see it go to that 50-to-1 Bitcoin ratio. I think it could go a lot more. But conservatively, it goes 50-to-1. So, hey, let's see a $50,000 Bitcoin by June. That'd be pretty sweet, wouldn't it? And then you got 50-to-1 Litecoin. That would be a nice thing. That would make my freaking summer. That would solve a lot of problems. Anyway. I like it for the fact that I can hold it and do whatever I want with it. So if I want to buy something right now, I transfer some money onto the Litecoin card. So if I need to use that today, I'm prepared to use it. And it is what it is. I don't care. I want to make sure I'm loaded up, I got my ammo, and I'm ready to fire. Doesn't matter if it's 22 right now. You know, we'll have some mortar at some point this summer I can launch. It'd be like these artillery shells that we're sending Ukraine. That's what Litecoin's going to do. Boom! Huge. Right now it's a 22. You can do some damage, but you got to be kind of accurate and use it wisely, you know. So I'm gonna cross the bridge now. Fun stuff. I could go into that rant about the bridge and how much money and how much, you know, this is going on. But anyway, not gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna shut this down. There's gonna be more traffic. Moving into the big P town right now, Peoria, Illinois. So, hope you have a wonderful day. Just checking in. Go Litecoin, go. If you haven't got any Litecoin, you haven't looked at Litecoin, you better look at Litecoin. It's sound money for the digital age. Love y'all. Trust yourselves. Exit the vampire casino, baby.